And so the other thing I wanted to throw out there, because like you're talking about childcare, talking about like efficient, effective. What do we measure on a program? A program by like a childcare program. We're talking about the universities, even and stuff like that. And it just really made me think. I ought to throw. I had an idea earlier. They really need to have in Alaska something where it's like, you know, a way to report a problem or a positive experience or a negative experience with any sort of a state employee. Because I remember a couple months ago during the Eastman thing, I was calling in trying to do my motion to intervene or whatever, and it's like I'm getting hung up on or whatever by these state employees, who have accents and I don't even know where they're from, you know what I mean? And they won't even refuse them to give their name. And we see this a fair amount where are we cultivating an attitude with state employees, across the different, not just one ecosystem or one facet of the state's organization, in terms of different programs, but across the entire, from the bird's eye view, are we just going for brown nosers and people who are kissing beep beep, instead of people who are actually really good? Because that's the danger when you don't have a way to track performance, in terms of complaints, but also in terms of positive reviews too. Some say, hey, this person just filled in my call, or this person I just worked with about issue X or Y, and they did a phenomenal job. And we want to make sure that the consumer has an opportunity to give the government feedback about government employees, not just that government employee supervisor. Because if you just have it structured like it's going from a government employee to a government supervisor, in terms of like performance feedback, you'll never hear from your consumers. And when you hear from your consumers, the citizens of Alaska, who these government employees are supposed to be serving, correct, right? You see what I'm saying? You're going to get a lot of good data and a lot of good, and that's going to help you determine whether you have an effective and efficient employee, and also an effective and efficient employee program that they're part of, and also their supervisor. So that's something that we need to look at, I think, in terms of a legislative bill that allows, every employee for the state needs to have an employee ID number. They need to give it. We need to be able to give positive or negative reviews so that we can look at that performance, so we don't just have a culture in a community of state employees who are just kissing ass to a supervisor and then not serving the citizenry and not doing a good job, which makes these programs that the state has not be effective or efficient for that citizenry and for the people of Alaska, which those programs are supposed to be designed to serve.